Right, so Maya is getting calls from people from farmland in Crete that they're concerned that their company's not doing enough around social distancing in the workplace. And what kind of guidance does the state have? As a matter of fact, we've set up, and maybe actually this is a good topic we can pick up another time, Taylor, so surprise, our unified command structure. And part of that is going to be working specifically with food processing plants, as seeing what they're doing to be able to make sure we're keeping those food processing plants open, because that's an important part of our food supply chain. Obviously, we've seen some of the challenges we've had at some of the plants that are in Grand Island and some of the steps that those companies have taken. So we're working to be able to pull together the folks who are in that industry to be able to share best practices, to offer some of our expertise from the state on what more they could be doing to be able to put those social distancing kind of practices in place in their workplace. As you can imagine, some of this is challenging. So for example, at JBS, I know one of the things they're doing is they're taking the temperature of everybody who's coming into the facility. They're putting up plastic barriers between workstations. They're putting up plastic barriers in the lunchroom so people can eat in what would be kind of like a phone booth. People are wearing masks. They're sanitizing often. You know, these are the kind of steps that we want to see. Oh, and they're sending out communications home with people in English, Spanish, Arabic, Somali, talking about the steps they're taking and reinforcing things like if you're sick, stay home, you know, all that sort of good stuff. So those are the kind of things we want to see in the entire industry and really looking at what are those best practices. So we are working with, looking to work with the entire industry to be able to help them make sure they're doing everything they can to keep their teammates healthy and safe and continue to be operating, because that's an important part of how we feed our state, our nation, and so forth. So this is really important. And I would say specifically, if the folks at Farmland have ideas or guidance in their workplace to be able to share with their supervisors, I would recommend they do that. That they say, hey, here's a way that we could do a better job of social distancing. I'd recommend those folks do that. We at the state are going to be also working with those companies too.